Hello there! From between the yellow lines, this is the 7th edition of Trammin Plus.
Today we'll be talking about Grinchmas 2022, Kirk's Universal trip.
Cut, print, check the gate, moving on. So, I went to Universal on Friday, December 9th.
I was supposed to go.
You were supposed to go.
I was supposed to go, and then the night before, I found out I couldn't go.
You found out you were a bad boy.
Yeah.
You were on the naughty list.
I was about to get coal this year.
Huh? Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah, but...
So, it's fine. It's fine. We'll go 10 years from now, maybe.
That's fine.
I got to make another bet.
Didn't we
with
go 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
That would have been funny.
That's hilarious.
We went 11 years ago.
11 years
ago. It was
ago.
2011.
So it was me, you, Sos, and Diego?
Chris Romero was there, wasn't he?
Chris Romero. Oh, you're right. That's so random. Holy
Because Diego got my ticket and Chris's ticket because he won it from Kale. No, not Kale.
K-Earth.
K-Earth.
Yeah.
And it was the last day to use it.
And me and Sos had passes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Brittany was there later.
Really?
Really? Yeah.
That's so random.
But like she was there separate from us, which is also funny.
Yeah.
Because I remember we saw her in, you know my memory. We saw her in Krustyland.
Dude, that...
Because I was like, where are we? Because I don't know what Krustyland is. You
Yeah.
know? So, anyways, yeah. So Kimmy's been wanting me to go forever.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, fine. We'll go this year. We're going to go at back to school.
That's right.
But then, like, they start Horror Nights like September 1st.
Dude, and that's the worst time to go.
And it closed early and whatever.
Yeah.
So we were just like, although...
It kind of closed early this
Yeah.
time too, but, you know, whatever.
But, yeah, so we were like, okay, we'll go. Won't be too busy. It was a little busy.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? I wonder.
Not crazy. Nothing. We'll get to the wait times.
Okay.
What were you going to say?
I forgot. So continue.
Okay. So I've written everything down in order. So we parked in ET.
ET. Okay.
It was no.
That's a walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a walk.
It was $30.
I call it the ultimate exit through the gift shop. Because in order to get to your car, you got to walk through all the city walk.
That is, yeah. So it's $30 to park. Dude, preferred is 50.
Yep.
Front gate?
Yep.
70. What is that, man?
Yep. Isn't that ridiculous? People forget that Disney has to be somewhat competitive with their pricing on certain things. So when
Disney doesn't need to nickel and dime you, which is why Genie Plus was so strange.
Right. And everyone automatically has this, oh man, Disneyland's so expensive. But Universal may be more, in all honesty.
Universal is more expensive.
Right. I think across the board, like for water bottles, for
the food.
Yeah, the food.
Get to the food.
Everything. So, all right, you parked in ET?
Yeah. And the tickets were $109, which this was more, it's a Friday. So this was more of the peak day.
Mm-hmm.
But that was Disney's low end, a non-peak day for a while.
And I've talked about this before. I found this website that gauged value of theme park admissions based on attractions. And Universal Studios Hollywood, as much as I love it, is the worst bang for your buck.
11 rides, right?
Attractions, like including shows and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It is 11 rides, though. Oh. And even rides, I use that term loosely.
Right.
I do. I want to tell everyone this at the top. I had a good day. I'm glad I went, and I had a good time with Kimmy. So any other criticism now, like this is what we do on the show.
Yeah.
This is a review, and we're comparing to Disneyland.
Right.
So I had a good time. I am glad I went. I don't regret going. None of that. And anytime I talk about price, I don't even care. Like that money's gone. I wasn't thinking about that. It's just from a critical review point of view, not, oh my God, they took my money. Like it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Like,
and also people's perception on Disneyland versus Universal.
Yeah. And any merch, I didn't buy any merch, and I don't even know what the merch cost. I just did not.
Those wands are not cheap.
They don't have the prices on them.
That's why.
Because they know you want to get attached. What are they, like 50 for the whatevers and the 80 for Ollivanders or something?
I don't know if it's that high now.
I think Ollivanders was.
I thought it was 40 and 70.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I have no idea.
Me either.
So I'm just talking.
Never bought one.
Okay. So first off, X-rayed bags. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I had to take my belt off
Yeah.
because they don't have wands.
Right.
So I was like, okay, whatever. But it was very quick.
And
they don't care. They're just like come on.
Their security entrance
Yeah.
was Disney's ideal version of a security entrance.
Disney just didn't want to do x-rays.
Disney didn't want to have to build a building.
There's no building.
There's like a canopy, like a permanent building canopy.
It was not much of one though.
It's not, but it is a building. There's no walls on it.
But Disney has the whole friggin' structure now. But there's no room for x-ray machines.
On the East Esplanade, they wanted to copy that.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Then there's no...
But they put a tent.
Yeah.
So that's where I came.
I forgot. Yeah, there's two sides. So they have to do it everywhere. So that's fine. So immediately upon trying to wash my hands...
But by the way, at the security entrance, did you notice something missing?
Bag check.
No. Where security is now is where Saddle Ranch used to be.
Oh, yeah. That was always what is that place?
Yeah, with the horse coming out of the top and stuff. Yeah, there's no more Saddle Ranch.
Dang.
It moved somewhere. I don't know where, but it moved somewhere.
I have a fever dream of going to Universal once between our trip, but I don't actually know if I went.
Wow.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I remember the crowds in my mind, but I don't actually know if I was there.
Interesting.
Which is weird because I don't remember going on rides or anything. So, yeah, weird. But yeah, we go to the bathroom. I'm like, ooh, warm water. That's a plus. Ooh, there's an 80% chance the soap dispenser doesn't work.
Yeah.
And that was true throughout the entire day. You have to go through 4 or 5 different sinks for you to get soap.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I feel like Universal puts their effort into certain bathrooms.
Harry Potter
bathroom is the main bathroom.
So NBC Universal Comcast is going green. They tell you all day long there's no paper towels anywhere except Hogsmeade. They're like a no paper towel place, which is also annoying when you want to kind of wash your face a little bit because you've been in a theme park all day, or when you really want to dry your hands because it's cold out and they're going to dry. But yeah, these soap dispensers just never. That's the thing. Everything's automatic too because of the going green, but it's like, come on, give me soap. Next thing. And this was like all the bathrooms. But that's whatever. I'm just being silly.
Right.
So we walked in. We went straight to Hogsmeade.
Really? Okay.
Because it was right there.
It's near the entrance.
On the way to Lower Lot.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, let's go in there. Let's grab a butterbeer. And I just want to look at it because I've never seen it, like ever. So walking to Hogsmeade, it's cool. I got a cold butterbeer. Okay. Because I did not.
Soda looking one, right?
Yes. I didn't realize they don't have the hot one at the carts. It's only in 3 broomsticks.
Yeah.
So grab that. It was good. The foam I did not know about.
The foam on top, yeah. And they add it separately.
Yeah, because I assume it's meant to be like, oh, it's brewed in Hogsmeade and the foam comes up, but it's not beer, so it's kind of like they add it. The foam is milky, but I used my pills. But it was good. It was good. A little funky. You kind of need the mix of the foam in the drink every sip.
Otherwise, it's just really sweet.
It didn't taste very sweet. It was a little not tangy, but
really
had a little of a bite.
Okay.
Kimmy kind of compared it to root beer, but not fully root beer.
Okay.
But I
haven't had the cold one in a long time.
Yeah, it wasn't that sweet. So yeah, that was good. We went down to the Lower Lot, got a view of Super Nintendo World on the way there.
So you just walked into Hogsmeade and that's it?
We walked in. I waited in a long line for the butterbeer.
Okay.
The little froggy people were singing.
Oh, okay.
And then we walked back out. Okay. We were like, we're going to come back.
Yeah.
So went down to Lower Lot, got a view of Super Nintendo World. Are you excited for this?
Very.
For ours?
Very.
Really?
Yeah.
Is ours less good?
It's carbon copy.
Of Japan?
Of Japan.
Kimmy heard something about it being smaller. It's not, right?
I don't think so.
But
we're getting the same rides.
Are we going to get the Donkey Kong thing later or no? Are we just stuck with
There's speculation about the Donkey Kong thing later, but Donkey Kong is going to show up first in Epic Universe in Orlando.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's all new park and all
yeah, they're getting Super Mario World plus Donkey Kong Country.
Right now, we are getting the full current Japan experience.
Yes.
Okay.
From my understanding. I could be wrong.
So we're getting
Yoshi
getting,
and Mario Kart.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus all the shops. Plus, I think one Three Broomsticks ish restaurant.
The Toad.
Yes, yeah, and
That looks good.
It does.
But we're not gonna get that food. We're not gonna get.
We're not gonna get Japanese food. No,
No, we're gonna get a hamburger with white spots on a red bun.
probably. But yeah. Overall, I'm really excited. It is kind of cool seeing the progression over the years.
Things are moving.
They
on
are.
it right now.
The
little Koopas are moving around.
I think it's opening in March.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it is going to be kind of weird though because they're going to have like a kind of like a Galaxy's Edge thing.
Oh, the reservation.
A reservation, and you have to. I think pass holders can only go after 4:00 with the reservation.
I forgot to put this in the notes. What's up with you can upgrade to a silver pass after 2 p.m.? Does that mean you use the pass after 2 p.m. or you can't upgrade until 2 p.m.?
I don't know. I've never had to deal with it. So,
do you have a silver pass? Or you have a gold pass?
I have a gold, the one with the parking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but not the top one.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like a pass holders get perks in the park.
We get discounts and stuff. Yeah.
Maybe it was like, oh, you can't have the discount in the morning.
Maybe.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Or they don't want to deal with the ticket booths too because they're already selling the tickets.
Right.
So it's like, okay, come back. No one's entering after 2.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right, we got there like 11:30.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's over an hour.
To get
Or
there,
about an hour.
it's far.
It's very far.
Yeah.
What's funny is it's not that much farther from LA, but getting to LA is like,
It's annoying. I'm so going over there.
like I thought I was being like stupid about like, I don't want to drive there. No,
It's far.
so yeah, I'm not excited for Super Nintendo World.
No, really.
It doesn't. It looks like Toontown to me. It's like bubbly. You know what it is? It's like all the Mario games, like the ones that aren't Odyssey. It looks like those, and those look very old. They don't look stylized anymore. Kingdom Hearts is still cartoony, but it has more texture now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, oh, they made Olympus realistic. It's just like they're cartoony stones, where Mario, it's like the stone is brown.
The new Super Mario's brother style is very bland.
Yeah. It's
And
just generic CGI.
yeah.
Like the movie actually looks good now.
I think so.
There's a shot in the movie that looks just like Super Nintendo World. I'm like, there it is.
and I mean it's from Universal, from Illumination.
Yeah.
So
Does Universal own Illumination?
I don't know, but I feel like there's a Pixar Disney before Disney bought Illumination thing going on.
I wonder. Let's look this up. Illumination, American Computer, co-owned by Universal.
Okay, co-owned.
Yeah. Chris Meledandri.
That's the guy who's in the Nintendo Directs. Chris Sutton.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree. The art style is, I'm over it. The last time that art style was actually used though was 10 years ago in a proper game, which was New Super Mario Brothers that came out for Wii U.
Which is it? They put it out again, I think,
For Switch.
New Super Mario Brothers Deluxe.
Yeah. But I do think we're coming up to a point where we are going to get a new 2D Super Mario, and it might be more in line with the movie. Not identical.
Dude, the Switch can't do it. It's the movie's fuzzy. It has fuzz on things. The Switch, dude, we've seen it.
Yeah.
As good as Xenoblade looks, it looks good on YouTube. I've heard once you play it, it's like, nah.
Yeah, it's time for them to upgrade. It really is. It really is.
It's a phone from 2016.
That's crazy. That's crazy that Bayonetta could run on it.
Yeah, the chip on the Switch was old when they put it in the Switch. It was leftovers. NVIDIA couldn't sell them.
Mm-hmm.
So they said, okay, we'll just put them in the Switch. And it worked. And I get it. Graphics aren't everything, but it's time. 60 frames, man.
Yeah.
Can't go back.
I am excited though for the ride. Really excited for the ride.
Which one?
The Mario Kart. Yoshi's is a people mover ride. That's it. And it takes you through Super Mario World.
That is cool though.
It is. But the Mario Kart ride is their e-ticket.
How does it work?
I don't really know, and I don't really want to know until I get on. Because there's so many ride-throughs from Japan or whatever. I do know that you're able to use items from Mario Kart on other players to impact their ride. I don't know how much you control, but there's also AR in it. Don't know. But I don't want to know until I get on.
Got it. Yeah, so went down and got on the Mummy first. Lockers, interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it's a
Can't
thing.
take the bag.
Yeah, this began the trend of Universal's strange inability to design ride vehicles. There's never a place for bags, and large people don't fit.
Yeah.
And I'll get to that with the Secret Life of Pets thing. I will talk about that. There's notes in there. But yeah, I mean, I kind of get it with Mummy because you go forward and back.
Yeah. How long did you wait?
20 minutes.
Okay, that's good.
Not bad.
That's good.
So yeah, went down there. Listen, the outdoor queue a little bit. All right.
Mm-hmm.
There's just brown pipes and whatever. There's a fire lane and a car drove by.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's like, Universal is just as good as Disney. It's so immersive. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Well, you got to remember, the Mummy is old.
I know.
That's
but
2000
it's not,
something.
But
the queue,
it's rough, dude.
the outdoor queue is very rough.
Very.
But so is Web Swingers. That outdoor queue is not good.
There aren't cars driving by. And it's on a fire lane with a street sign from Los Angeles on it. And like a decrepit brick wall with trees hanging over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, the Web Slingers queue sucks. I'll say it right now. But like, that shouldn't exist at all like that. Like even Hondo's thing, they put fake shipping containers with his logo on it. And you're not actually backstage. You just have the appearance of being backstage.
I think back then they did not care about queues.
No, that was Universal back then.
Yeah, once you get indoors, you have the little.
It's a little dated in there.
It is. It
smells like indie, but I noticed that. But okay, they very dated. It's loud in there. People are loud at Universal. I feel
Universal people are special.
I can't put my finger on it.
I know exactly what it is, but we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, it's just loud in there.
It's honestly people who think Disneyland is too expensive, so they go to Universal.
And the tourists are more touristy.
Very touristy there. Way more than Disneyland.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
You get a lot of Mexicans from Mexico at Universal.
Yes. I didn't realize, but yes, there was a Spanish speaking
a tram tour.
Oh no, not that. That was actually cool. No. There's a family behind me. They're only speaking Spanish. And that happens at Disneyland too. Yeah. Obviously. But yeah. Now that it's like connecting the dots. Dude, this lady in Secret Life of Pets, she would take selfies of everything. She was like minimum 55 years old.
She's posting on the Facebook.
Kimmy said, I have like 4 tias on Facebook. Like
for sure. And every post that you put, bendiciones mi hija, you know, like there is no need for you to comment, but they're going to be like, hello, you look great. Like,
yeah.
You know, on every single
we
thing.
were laughing. It was just, and what's funny is she kept, dude, I've never felt more encroached on than with this specific 3 people. Like they kept like getting up to me. I'm like, dude, stop. It's almost like, I feel like they were trying to cut me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, stop.
Yeah.
And then she'd go ahead to take a selfie and then come back. I'm like, we're moving that way.
No.
That has nothing to do with Mexican tourists though. That was just like, you reminded me. But
the Mummy though.
Yeah. Okay. The ride system itself, phenomenal.
It's great. Yeah.
The launch, the speed.
I love, before I started like getting into like YouTube not ride throughs, but like how this ride works. That first beginning portion of the Mummy is like a dark ride. You go through animatronics, you go through like a little story.
What's crazy is the aesthetics and at the first part, impeccably themed.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones level. Everything's working, looks great. You got the Imhotep up there and all that. And then you enter the carnival where it's just black with neon signs that you're launching through. And then you get to the bugs and then you go backwards, which is an awesome launch. And then more carnival stuff of like, ooh, I'm scary. And then it's themed again at the end. And then you spin around, and I'm like, it needs to launch here one more time, but it doesn't, and the ride ends.
Yeah. It's short.
It is a good, like the way you're misdirected into realizing like, oh, you're back. The clapping makes me uncomfortable. I don't like the clapping.
And they clap every single vehicle that comes back.
I hate the clapping. It's almost feels condescending, and also totally, like it's not, it's like, oh, you made it back, but like, it's almost really pushing that it is a ride.
Yeah.
And I know it's a ride, and I know Indiana Jones is a ride, but it's like there's no role play at all. It's kind of like you're on a scary carnival ride. We're clapping because you're alive, but like it's weird.
And everyone that works there is very lazy about it, and they're just like doing it because they have to do it at this point.
Some of them are into it, man. It's
Really?
weird. Yeah. And I'm like, it's just like surreal. Like, did I forget to drink the Kool-Aid on my way in? Like, that's what that felt like.
Yeah.
And again, like I'd ride that ride again and again. It's very fun. The clapping is just so weird.
One thing about that ride though is I don't always think it's worth. It's worth.
I wouldn't have waited longer than I did for it.
Okay, that ride typically gets over 60 minutes.
Yeah, no way.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's 30 and under, okay, I'll wait. If it's 30 plus, I really started questioning.
Yeah, I think it said 30, but we knew it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was like 22, something like that. Okay. So Transformers, when we got on Mummy, was 40.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we got off Mummy, walk on.
Perfect.
It said 10, walk on. There wasn't a single person in front of us.
Nice.
So got on Transformers. Bumblebee was out. My Bumblebee backpack from high school was in the locker. But we walked past them. There's a long line to meet those Transformers.
I've never done it.
Yeah. And that's one I probably would.
Mm-hmm.
But then like Bumblebee doesn't talk. That's his
Were
whole
you a
thing.
Transformers kid?
No, I had the car.
I know, but I didn't know if you were like into it as a kid.
Oh no, I had like one little Happy Meal.
What about Beast Wars?
No, that's coming out, right?
Yeah. I remember watching that on Channel 5.
Is it Transformers Beast Wars or are they okay? Yeah. If people don't know what I'm talking about, I had a 2010 Camaro, not the SS, in yellow with the black stripes.
Right when it came out.
Yeah. Yeah. I had it the year it came out because we got it slightly used.
Oh, really?
Someone bought one and then decided he wanted the SS and returned it. And that's like immediately $10,000 off because he put miles on it. And as soon as you drive a car off the lot, it loses value.
Right.
So I think it was under 30K.
Really?
I think so. And then, there's tax fees, blah, 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 blah. I think the sticker was under 30K.
That's not bad.
It had some miles on it. That didn't really matter.
Yeah.
And it was a V6. It wasn't slow. It was fast. It's just not like, it was a V8.
Yeah.
Which if you're listening to this in the future, we used to pump oil into our cars and burn the oil. And if there were more cylinders, it would burn oil faster and make your car go vroom. And when you reversed, people could hear the engine instead of the wee, 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 wee. You never know, man.
You never know. Yeah.
So, dude, they're definitely kids who've only been in Teslas. Like
for sure.
Born right now? Yeah.
For sure.
All right. But okay, so Transformers. Dude, a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. I like this ride.
It's not bad,
It's
right?
a good ride.
It's a mix of...
It's a great ride system.
Yeah.
The visuals are very good.
Mhm.
It's Transformers.
Yeah.
Transformers looks and sounds very pretty, and it did both those things. This is when I did realize, though, Universal loves when rides sneeze on you. Every ride.
Yeah.
4D. What's the fourth dimension? Water.
Or heat.
More water, though.
More water, though, but
Yeah.
heat.
So
That's why Waterworld hasn't left.
Waterworld is a good show, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is a great ride system. On the one hand, I see how it's Spider-Man. On the other hand, you're going backwards the whole time because you can't go into the screen. So how good is that Spider-Man ride? You swinging backwards?
That's very good.
But, like, are you swinging?
It's very similar. It's a reskin from Transformers. I don't remember. I went like 10 years ago. But I just remember being very impressed by Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was impressed by this ride. Like, it was pretty good. Visuals, a little old, but not too old.
Yeah, but it has been around for a while.
Yeah, but it was very good. Like, it shouldn't be a walk-on. It's a good ride.
Yeah.
We'll get to it later. It's better than Despicable Me.
Any day. You also get the kind of cars and test track ideology. How do you say it?
Ideology.
Ideology. I don't know what I was
What
trying
are
to
you
say.
talking about, though?
The wheels. You can feel the wheels.
Oh,
on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't just. It's not like a trackless where you don't feel going back or going forward. On this one, you feel some kind of traction.
Yeah, the effects were good. There were some practical effects that were good too.
I like when you go from screen to like real, like to practical stuff. The transition, I really like that.
Yeah, it was very solid. It was long.
It is.
It's a long ride.
Yeah.
Like, I was surprised that I kept thinking it was going to end, especially because the motion is very web slingers of like you're in front of a screen and you move to another screen, but it was way longer.
Yeah.
I did notice something. The 3D glasses, you know how like they have a chonky frame?
Mm-hmm.
It's to block out the screen, the edge of the screen.
Oh, really?
If you look up even slightly, you see the edge of the screen, but the plastic blocks it all. So you have a narrow field of view.
Smart. That's smart.
It is smart. Yeah. But I liked it. I don't have any criticisms of this ride. It's a motion sim, but a good one.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it has a lot of movement. It's not just, you don't feel like you're on a flight simulator.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
You don't.
So I mean, it's not like no criticism. It's just like thumbs up on this ride. You know, no, my thumb's not shaking. Jurassic World was closed.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Unfortunate, but it was really cold. Like really cold. I would have, for the first time in my life, got a poncho, you know?
Yeah.
But like I saw them like sawing something. I saw sparks and stuff. So they were
Fixing something.
It was something at the unloading area. So that's fine. I wanted to see the animatronic, but I've seen the video of it. Like, yeah, it would have been cool. But the ride itself is like, I've seen the rest of it. It's a little boat ride with it's cool. And I would have gone on it if it was there. But
I like the screens inside of that new room.
It looks convincing.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're right, sneezing on you.
Yeah.
Water comes out.
But I haven't seen any Jurassic movie. There's 6 of them now?
Yes.
I haven't seen any of them. I've seen part of the first one maybe. But that's it. So yeah, whatever. Dinos are cool. One of the Triceratops came out, I think.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, they look, I mean, they don't look real, but I don't know how real they can actually look.
Yeah.
Like it's a good effect.
Yeah, as long as you don't look at the legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty good though. So yeah, then we were like, okay.
That's it for the lower lot, right?
Yeah, that's it.
You didn't go to Panda?
I saw it. I saw it. Oh, we checked out the Nintendo store. They're trying to make ear headbands happen. Mm-hmm. With the Toads and the Luigi's, everything. Yeah. Literally just all the characters. It's smart. Mm-hmm. Props.
Was the store, not the store, the restaurant open? There's a quick service.
Oh yeah, but it was like popcorn and stuff, right?
Oh really? That's it?
Yeah. It's a cart.
No. There's like a kind of like where the Mummy is, the windows.
Oh.
There's a quick service that opened, I think, yesterday for Super Nintendo World.
I don't think I saw that.
Okay.
What's in there though?
I don't know. I just know it opened.
Yeah. So yeah, we weren't hungry yet, so we didn't eat at the Jurassic Cafe
is the food.
Gila
New Bar is the alcohol.
Yeah. So,
but Jurassic Cafe, that's such a bad name.
What else are you gonna name it?
Yeah.
So yeah, we went up, and Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, I think it's at 35 minutes. I'm like, we don't think it's gonna get lower than that, so let's go do that. Okay. It's time, and then we'll eat afterwards.
At Three Broomsticks.
Yes.
Okay.
So, besides the greenhouse, which like gets old real fast, amazing queue.
Right.
Kimmy like kept walking, and she's like, "Wait, where'd you go?" And I'm like, "It's the Mirror of Erised." Like it's like I know all these little things, and like the little I forget what the little cauldron's called when you could see into the memories.
Oh, yeah, where he gets the strands. Oh yeah, yeah, there is a name.
Yeah, memory pool. Let's see, what is it called? Pensive.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Top-notch theming though, right?
Yeah. So yeah, the mirror's real cool.
The pictures are very convincing.
Yes. Very convincing effect, and I like that they don't move at first, and then and then they start moving. You're like, oh, and then they're talking across the hall, and not all of them move.
Think about this too. They made this in 2012.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like, oh, they use that Samsung Art TV.
Well, don't forget, they could just put the screen. There's a whole wall there, so it doesn't. You don't need the Art TV because the screen's in the wall, and it needs. They put that sheet over it that they paint wax onto. So it looks, it's got like brush strokes on it.
Yeah.
So it looks,
there's dimension.
Yeah. And you don't see pixels. It blurs it a little bit, but that's what paintings look like. Yeah. The only thing was like, there's a lot of the queue bars where I'm like, man, if this was made now with like the Secret Life of Pets mentality,
Yeah.
maybe they could have done a little more or put like stone, but whatever. Like they got to put people somewhere.
And also, I've never really been very fond of the flat human projections.
These were good.
I agree. They are good. I just, okay, like the room where Harry, Hermione, and Ron are, and they come out of the invisible cloak. Great. But what's his face?
Dumbledore was good.
You thought, really?
He's up and far away, and you can't. The thing is, we were never standing in one place for too long.
Okay.
We were moving very slowly. Not like we were rushing past, but like if you're moving slowly enough, you don't have time to. Usually the way you break an effect is like your eye focuses on one thing and then you can't unfocus. But if you're just moving and then a curtain kind of comes in front of him a little bit, something's dangling. Yeah. It looked pretty convincing. His office, super cool. You know, the pictures, the tall halls, the lit windows, very amazing queue.
Yeah. It was definitely top notch.
Yeah. That's maybe the best queue I've ever been in.
I agree.
Yeah. I don't know what else I can compare it to because the scale is there.
Yeah.
You are in Hogwarts.
Even where the entrance is. Going through that initial corridor and seeing, like right after the lockers.
Oh, yeah.
To the left. That really dark cave looking area with, you see the mirror. What's the mirror?
Yeah.
What is that?
That's like right away. You see it on the left.
What's that mirror called?
Erised?
That's the Erised one where it shows you your future?
I couldn't see anything in there.
Oh, no, I know.
Yeah. It was a little smaller than normal, but yeah.
Yeah.
Took a picture of
that.
But
yeah, just phenomenal queue, dude. Phenomenal.
Yeah. Amazing queue. And dude, I love the loading area of the ride with the mirrors and that was really cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So I didn't know anything about this ride at all. Zero.
Okay.
Zero. When I saw the vehicle, I'm like, I don't even know what that is. Like nothing. I respect that ride system.
It's very innovative.
Yeah. It's, suspension, motion, whatever.
Just a giant arm.
Yeah.
Like that.
But I was kind of disappointed.
Really?
In the ride itself.
Okay.
The story was kind of like, I didn't get it. And it was very Snow White at the end.
Okay.
Like, oh, we're going to the Great Hall. Good job. I'm like, what do we do?
Yeah.
What did we fought off the Dementors?
Not get killed by the Dementors, yeah.
Yeah.
It also
-1 for many spiders.
It also used to be in 3D.
Kimmy wrote it in 3D once. It was 3D for 8 months.
I did too.
The initial scene, the green.
That's still in 3D.
Yeah. They have not turned off the second lens. I don't cover it. It's not a big deal.
I don't get it.
So yeah, that is still in, you could see it. It's shifted. I think it does need to be in 3D.
I agree.
Because Harry's just kind of there. I started noticing a theme, and Kimmy really pointed out to me. Many Universal rides. I know they're all motion sims, and that's the criticism. It's not because they're motion sims only. You very rarely in Universal Studios feel like you're moving forward, and that's a problem. That forward motion is a specific feeling of progression, excitement, something coming up. You don't do that.
You get a lot of tilting.
And you go forward and then you move to the side and then you pretend to move forward and then there's a lot of moving backwards in these rides because you have to move away from the screen and whatever. So
it's a good point.
You're never facing forward and moving on Harry Potter. You're always looking at things as if you're on the railroad at Disneyland. Like you're watching things most of the time. And I feel like this ride was very like, look how cool this ride system is. And everything was like very exaggerated. And like the movements, the energy I got from like the designers who designed the movements was when we had Red Blue 3D, when they would purposely like reach out at the audience to kind of get you. It's like, oh, look, you're tilting backwards now. It's like, I don't need to tilt backwards. Like you're kind of like disoriented the whole time.
Like the Whomping Willow part. Where it almost like it feels like you're going upside down, but you're not. You're just going
flat. If anything, that was the one part you should, but then the other parts you're kind of like, okay, just like I don't get sick, and I didn't get sick. Just like chill out for a little second, right? It's okay to just move straight right now. So yeah, it was It was cool and I respect it, but like the queue was the best part. And I felt sad almost.
Really?
Like, I'm like, oh man, like I thought this, you know what I want? I want Escape from Gringotts.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
I think I expected something like that. I know Gringotts is not there, but I expected something more like that.
And also the queue is arguable to be even better than the Forbidden Journey. The Gringotts one. Yeah, because it's more interactive.
Are you like underground in Gringotts?
No, you're going through the front bank.
Yeah.
And you talk, there are actual people talking to you as the goblins.
Does Universal Orlando just try harder? Do they care more? Do they know they have more of a chance against Disney because everyone's just vacationing all over Orlando?
I think so. Yeah.
Like here, it's kind of like they're trying. I could tell.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good in Universal Studios here, but it's like.
But it's also a studio.
Yeah.
Well, like, and it's still used as a studio.
Yeah.
In Orlando, it's like
they
that's all they
realized they couldn't do it as a studio, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's very noisy here.
Yeah. So, but that's kind of sad. That's kind of sad.
Yeah, and I think part of it too, like Harry Potter was like this very specific time in my life, and I loved it, and that time's gone. And the Harry Potter zeitgeist is gone. Where I'm like, I used to think like I was gonna take my cousin who was like just as into Harry Potter as I was. We were gonna buy robes and wands and whatever, and I picked up a few wands, and they're way lighter than I thought they were gonna be. So. And they felt very plasticky, and I know they're plastic, obviously.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like, I don't want this. I don't have any attachment to this. And
did you do all Avengers?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because after I picked up a wand, I'm like, I'm not going to buy one of these.
Yeah. And
it was so busy in Hogsmeade that I'm like, I'm not going to be able to stand there and try to do these spells and stuff. Like, I'm just going to get pushed around, whatever. I'm like, I'm like, that's like a personal thing. With like the Harry Potter stuff where I'm like, man, like years and years ago, I would have bought 10 Gryffindor sweaters.
Yeah.
But I was, and it's not like, oh, it's kid stuff. Like I want to watch the movies and read the books again. Like actually. I was kind of like, okay.
It's our Christmas tradition now that we watch all the Harry Potter movies.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm trying to compare this. There's something in Disney that's like this between the parks. Like our Hogsmeade is like, because we're missing half of it, right? We're missing Diagon Alley. And isn't there something with Disney like that?
That we're missing a part from compared to Orlando?
It's like Hogsmeade itself is almost like Hollywood Studios. It's like it's
missing something.
Yeah. And it is. It's very small.
It is.
And
did you go into any of the shops?
We did later.
Okay.
So the shops are very cool.
Yeah. Very small, but that kind of adds.
It works. No, it works.
It adds to
the
it.
theming is great here.
Yeah.
And, it was cold, so the snow made sense. They have garland everywhere, which I don't think is there all year, right? So that was very cool. No, theming is great. Nothing really took us out, except maybe some of the cast, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's almost harder to role play Harry Potter than Star Wars.
Yeah, it is.
Star Wars, you just look like a weirdo and you're fine. Yeah. Harry Potter's like, wizards are goofy and people don't really act goofy unless they're into it, which that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, Forbidden Journey was, I didn't want to be disappointed too. I wanted to be wowed. And I had no expectations because I didn't know what it was at all. Like, guys, when I mean I didn't know what the queue looked like. I didn't even know what the entrance looked like. I've seen the little statues. I didn't know that was the entrance to the ride. So, yeah,
the forced perspective on the castle is pretty good.
It's not good during the day. It's amazing at night. And I'll get back to that. But, during the day, it looks kind of like a model. It depends on where the sun is.
Right.
And I bet you it's good in the summer when the sun's right overhead. But the sun's always...
When you see any shadows get casted.
The sun's always low right now. We're in fall or almost winter. So it's kind of like, yeah. And Hogwarts itself, even in the movies, it's not like a pretty thing. It's a brutal castle. So it's kind of, But everything looked great. We didn't even bother with the hippogriff.
Yeah. That's good.
I wanted to
call.
if I could walk on, but I didn't even see the entrance. I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah. Good call. Good call. It's the shortest coaster you'll ever go on.
Yeah. So.
And it was a reskin. I think it used to be another ride.
At Harry Potter?
Yeah. I could have sworn it was another small coaster. I'll get back to you, but
So then we went to Three Broomsticks. And we had to wait outside before we could wait inside.
Yeah.
Dude, there was a very long wait to order food.
How long was it?
I feel like it was 20 minutes just to order.
Remember, no mobile order
Yeah.
at all throughout the park.
So let me add a note, actually. Sorry, guys. So yeah, long wait. However, once we ordered the food came out very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's because of what we ordered. We ordered shepherd's pie, sticky toffee pudding, and hot butterbeer. So they weren't cooking a short rib or a turkey leg or corn on the cob. It was a salad with packaged dressing. And I assume the shepherd's pie is either pre-prepared or frozen, but it's in a container is what I'm saying. So they bake it and it comes out. Yeah. It tasted fresh, but I assume it was just easier. And the sticky toffee pudding, they're just making the desserts. So the food came out in like 3 minutes.
Nice.
But then you go and then they tell you where to sit.
Yeah, you don't have an option.
Which is also odd. Mm-hmm. But then we sat down and the shepherd's pie is very good. It was a giant Porto's potato ball.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Which is great. It's a lot of potato, a decent amount of meat. Felt good to have a salad because of what I was about to eat.
Yeah. The salad is actually very good too. Like
I got balsamic.
Yeah. Yeah. I've gotten the balsamic there. It's like thick pieces of tomato, like it feels like fresh.
Yeah. Yeah. It didn't feel like bagged salad. Mm-hmm. So it was good. And, what was I saying? Yeah. Shepherd's pie. Great stuff. And the sticky toffee pudding was very good.
It's a good dessert.
It's a very good dessert. It's like a little bit like bread pudding.
Yeah.
A little crispy. Dude, I love those little toffee chocolate chip things. Ice cream mixed very well with it. And
you guys sit inside or outside?
Inside. Okay. By the fireplace.
Nice.
That picture I took was like our seat.
Okay.
Yeah. So did that and got the hot butterbeer because I'm like, well, this is the only place I get it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, got to get it for lunch. So, dude, it was crazy good.
Yeah, that stuff's amazing.
Very sweet though.
Caramel brulee-ish, right?
Yeah. You can I've ordered the quote unquote butterbeer at Starbucks. Mm-hmm. It's toffee syrup. It's probably the same syrup. It might honestly.
Might be.
Because I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's the butterbeer.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I think they call it hot butterbeer. I want to thank personally, I have a list. Everyone who told me that this was like a dairy thing. So I'm going to start with not a single one of you told me that this thing is half milk. At some point I open it up and it's like beige. I'm like, wait, what?
I had no idea.
And I was like, oh no. Yeah. I had already taken some pills. I took another one. I was like, and then I showed Kimmy and it like grossed her out where she was like, it's so milky. Cause like she'll get like milk or cream in her coffees or lattes or whatever. And I get lattes. But I was like, come on, guys. You all know. You all know. All you get the hot one. It's the best one. Whatever. Ozzy, I'm looking at you. I know I'm calling you out. Love you, dude. But no one. Like, the foam. I'm like, they didn't tell me, but I assume, I see the foam. This is a coffee cup. I didn't expect it to be a coffee cup either. So I'm like, this whole thing's milk. So thanks, guys. I was fine. Nothing happened.
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah.
But like, yeah, if I take the pills now, I'm generally good.
That's good.
I think the only thing, it's like if I drink a cup of milk, I don't know. I haven't tried.
Like a whole milk? Cup of whole milk?
Whole is probably better.
There's less lactose?
So lactose is the sugar. The more fat, the better.
Okay.
So I remember when I was talking to my doctor, I was like, hey, can I take a test? Casein, lactose, whatever. He goes, listen. I'm like, my brother sent me something online. And he goes, first of all, don't do the online things. Because I don't trust the labs I would send it to if I ordered the test for you. Because the way it works, it kind of upsets you a little bit, right? Yeah. It's like, keep a mental food diary. With some people, they can eat Tillamook ice cream, nothing happens. And then they go to Baskin Robbins and they get very sick. Because everything's different. You just kind of have to learn. And if you're scared of something, don't eat it. Yeah. Because like I could drink a milkshake And I can feel like uncomfortable when nothing happens.
Right.
But so the point is why I got to that. Really high quality ice cream and stuff has a lot more cream. Cream is more expensive than milk.
Mm.
And that's why Breyers is frozen dairy dessert. It's too much milk. By weight or mass or volume or something, a certain percentage, I think over 52% has to be cream to be called ice cream by the FDA. So I think it's the FDA, not the agriculture, but maybe USDA. I don't know. But how did we get here? You're asking me about something. Cup of milk.
Yeah, cup of milk.
So whole milk has more fat in it. And if it's more fat by percentage, it's probably better. It's less milk.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
And Kev said, if something's just like a sugary thing, it's hard to tell. But sugar is a good indicator of how much lactose. Like if you're comparing two things, one has less sugar, it's probably less lactose. But it's not that accurate because it's like the milkshake. It's all coming from them dumping sugar in there, you know. Anyways, but it was delicious. It was very delicious. So then
overall, good meal.
Yeah, a good meal. I kind of I needed one more thing, and I almost got. They have a holiday thing.
Do they really?
Yeah, it's. Oh,
is it the turkey?
Dude, it's like turkey, Brussels sprouts,
yeah,
stuffing, and a sausage. I'm like, I don't want a sausage, and I like Brussels sprouts. I don't want a plate of Brussels sprouts in the middle of the day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So, yeah, we both got the shepherd's pie each. Thank you, Kimmy, for buying lunch, dude. It was $53.
That's what I was gonna say. It's not cheap.
It's not cheap. Like it's like
imagine a family of 4.
Yeah, this was that shepherd's pie with salad isn't filling up a lot of people. I know that.
Yeah,
we were fine with that though. Like it was a good portion for us. But yeah, I think $53 at Disney would take you a little farther.
It would. I agree.
So that's all I'm saying. I'm not mad at the price. We knew what we were doing. Like Kimmy wasn't like, oh my God, I regret paying. No, none of that. It was just like, hey, thank you for this and that. I'm buying lunch. I'm like, okay, I'll buy this. We're fine. We're cool with that kind of stuff, right? But it was like $53. That's a
good chunk of change.
Good chunk of change for 2 entrees, 1 dessert, and 1 drink. We didn't get drinks. Like we didn't get soda, nothing. So yeah. Anyways, I almost got the pumpkin fizz too, or pumpkin juice.
Pumpkin juice?
I'm like, I don't need that.
No, you don't.
Yeah. So, yeah, and you were trying to convince me to go back to Jurassic. I'm like, no, I want a freaking shepherd's pie, man. Like,
that stuff's really good. I was so surprised by that meal at Jurassic Cafe.
You know what it was? I didn't want rice and beans.
That's what I said too, and then I tried.
No, I just didn't want rice and beans. Like, I'm like, whatever, Mojo pork.
Yeah.
Now you know what we need to do? Now I want a chicken pot pie from Murray Callender's. I hear it's good.
Ooh, that sounds
I've never
great.
had one.
Dude, they have a meal that's like, it used to be $12. It was a side salad, a chicken pot pie, and a slice of pie that you can get delivered to your house.
That's what Wayne and Tim get at work all the time.
It's a filling meal.
They never finish that pie.
No.
And they could eat. They don't finish that pie. They take the pie home.
Yeah, for sure.
What's your Murray Callender's pie?
Banana cream.
Yes, that's the one. That's the one. And when I'm feeling like a baby, chocolate pudding.
I've never had it.
Oh, dude, it's like chocolate pudding, whipped cream with a pie crust. It's amazing. And it's like the pudding's a little thicker and darker.
Nice.
It's not like snack pack.
And you try.
Okay. And you're in your 1 sit down meal of the week now?
Yeah. You know it.
Okay.
Even though we had 3 this past week.
Well, it's it starts now.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I was not disappointed at all. This was a great meal. If anything, like I wanted something else, but you always want more than you really need with your meal. It's like, ooh, I got the fries and the sandwich. Give me like 5 nugs too.
Yeah.
Like you don't need that. So it was good. I get it. It's the Harry Potter tax.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, they are paying a Harry Potter tax.
To J.K. Rowling herself.
Yeah, because Warner Brothers is across the street.
Yeah.
And J.K. Rowling owns Wizarding World and yada, yada, yada. So
crazy to think that Harry Potter is so into Universal's DNA now, even though it's not a Universal property.
Yeah.
That's weird.
We'll kind of get to that too, like all the different brands and whatever. So after this, we're like, okay, we ate, we're full, time for the tram tour.
Nice.
it was 10 minutes in the morning. It was like 30-ish, 30 plus during the day.
30 and below, completely worth.
Yeah.
It's like twofold.
That was fine. It was like, it's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
And then we're going to run out of time. And then we're going to be.
And don't do it in the dark. In the dark, it's like, what's the point?
Oh, yeah. We have to do this. So, yeah, this was about 3:30-ish, maybe. So.
Did you share your row?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you can't put your
worst.
shoulders back.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the worst.
Yeah, I got a little backache. But at least Kimmy got on the edge.
Good. Very good.
So that was cool. So that was, not a long way. I love how much they stress, please go to the bathroom.
Before?
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's long.
Like
it's a very long
tour. You go
tour.
down on the escalator, there's a sign and it says tram tour left, restrooms right, and then underneath it, tram tour lasts 60 to 70 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, make your decision, right? And then they played the little video about going to the bathroom and I saw this dad, this like big dude, looked like Brandy's dad.
Mm.
Just like, all right, hopped over the line, went to the bathroom and came back. It's like, they're talking to me.
Yeah.
So,
you like the tram song? Jimmy Fallon's tram song?
There's no song.
Tramtastic Day? No?
I don't know.
In the queue?
I don't think I heard it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they played the Alfred Hitchcock thing and whatever. I don't think, there was no Jimmy Fallon in the queue.
Well.
And Kimmy was like, where is it? But anyways, we got on an electric tram.
Nice. You got one of the electrics?
Yeah. I thought it was only green, like the writing was green in the video. It was green in real life.
Okay.
So yeah, it was quiet. Even it started making a weird noise at some point though, but we didn't hear that.
I'm sure everyone likes the idea of electric from people who are working on this in the studio. The drivers, I'm sure it has like more torque, and it's quieter, so you can hear more.
Yeah, no smells, no heat, whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot of pluses for that electric tram.
Yeah, so that was cool. Shout out to our guide. I forgot his name because he kept saying the driver's name, Grant. This guy, I wish I remember. He was a cool guy.
That Jimmy Fallon thing a little bit at the beginning.
I didn't even understand that. It was
because Jim owes me $5.
No, that thing. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
That was funny. Shout out to him. Okay, so on the Jaws area, he made a joke that he was dating the diver and then said, like, if you know any cute boys, let me know. And I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
I've
never heard that. That's cool.
That's cool. Like,
that he can say that.
Yeah. I know it sounds weird to say that, but we're still kind of in that, like, it's accepted, but some people are still like
offended.
They'll tiptoe, whatever.
Yeah.
And he just made, and it was very funny. Yeah. Like, I didn't expect it. Like, oh, I'm dating the diver, because he said his name earlier too, which is funny.
Do you got the different areas in order here?
I don't.
You don't remember?
No. What, should I look that up?
No. It's fine.
I've been on the tram tour before, but
any standouts?
Hold on. Tram tour, Universal stops. I kind of. Oh wow, they really do. Is this ours? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, we're the only one that has it. Every single one of these stops is an individual ride in Orlando.
What?
Yeah. Just think about that. Think about the Fast and the Furious section and having to wait in a queue to get onto that.
But is it like a little better over there? Same thing. But you're not on a tram.
Yes.
You are on a tram?
When Vin Diesel says, move that vehicle, it's because they wanted to make it ambiguous enough to where it could be whatever vehicle they have in Orlando. And
what's the vehicle in Orlando?
The party bus. It's a party bus.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, the little timeline drive in which I realized the Grinch is 22 years old. Came out in 2000.
I didn't say.
Yeah.
Good movie.
Fire station. Oh yeah, they're just showing everything, all the sound stages, whatever, blah, blah, blah. New York Street, Brownstone Street. So something I realized very quickly, the guides choose what references to call out.
Yeah, they do.
Which is cool because you don't hear the same ones and their personality shines a little bit.
It does.
One, cool because I just watched Home Alone 2 and he was like, Brownstone Street, that's where Kevin was throwing the bricks. I'm like, yeah. And then he goes, that building back there, it was like a glass building. He goes, Britney Spears filmed the music video there. I'm like, also cool. And so went through little areas. King Kong's really good.
I love it.
King Kong's really good.
I love the Peter Jackson intro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were on the right side, which I think is the better side.
The only plus Orlando has on this is that after they used to have this ride called Confrontation,
Mhm.
and it's a giant, like 40-foot animatronic King Kong that happens after this. So your or whatever vehicle you have goes from this to a animatronic, and then it ends.
Yeah. So King Kong was cool. Collapsing bridge. What's that?
They used to do that. That's to the left of.
Yeah,
King
I don't
Kong.
think this says everything. This is just like so Jurassic Park. None of that.
Mm.
Um.
Oh yeah, they do. You didn't go through the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was fine.
At night, it's actually really cool because on the vehicles that are to the left, the windows become screens, and it looks like dinosaurs are on the inside of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I guess during the day you can't do that effect.
Seeing the little cars was cool. Poor Bumblebee's just like parked in a corner somewhere. Of course, the flash flood is great.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny driving straight past the old Fast and Furious experience.
Yeah.
Did they do both at the same time?
No.
Oh, okay.
They never did. Yeah, you're talking about the dancing cars?
Yeah.
Too Fast, Too Furious. No, Tokyo Drift.
So, yeah, because you could still see the Japanese writing or what's supposed to be Japanese. Who knows if it even is. Then, the flash flood area.
Mm-hmm. Where they filmed Nacho Libre.
Oh, he scared some people with that.
Did he?
They like believed him that there was a flood. And
Big Fat Liar. They always show the Big Fat Liar clip.
Dude, that movie, I think I haven't watched it in a while. I feel like it holds up.
I don't know.
I gotta
Amanda
watch.
Bynes, Frankie Muniz.
Dude, that was a good movie. I love that movie.
You can't. What does he say? You can't catch the wolf or something.
That was a good movie, man. And Mexico Street. He made a great joke about. I don't think it was John Wayne.
Some cowboy.
It may have been how Cowboy had to be tall.
Oh yeah,
but he was like 5'6".
Yeah.
But then all the women were like 5'9", so they had to use the different doors and whatever. And then I don't know what half of these things are. Oh, Little Europe. Pretty sure I saw where part of Moon Knight was filmed. I'm not sure.
Oh,
but let me know.
If you go on that tram tour enough, you'll be like, that's it. In random movies you watch.
Yeah, I'm not good at that. I don't watch too many movies. But yeah, I like the little neighborhoods, all the practical sets, whatever. What was funny is he was like, this is where they filmed all Murder, She Wrote. For you young ones, if you don't know what that is, it's Pretty Little Liars for 65-year-old women. It's like, I am a 65-year-old woman at heart. Yeah. So
that's hilarious.
Yeah. Jaws is always fun, right? And let's see.
The only fish I can swim backwards.
Oh.
Bruce.
I love the earthquake.
Oh yeah.
The subway station.
Yeah, that always reminds me of they filmed a Smash Mouth video in there.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's where I noticed there's a bunch of American Express ads in theme everywhere where I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Can you give me some benefits for using my Amex at every place I went to here? Then let's see. Whoville's gone. R.I.P.
R.I.P. During the pandemic.
Yeah. But the War of the Worlds is great. Learned the great fun fact that search and rescue dogs are trained there.
Really?
Yeah. He said it's the best day here because they bring all the dogs, they hide stuff in the rubble, and they're so proud of themselves when they find it.
Oh, that's cool.
And adorable. So like I think LAPD brings them or whatever, or the fire department. I don't know who it is. And the little story of how they got the plane, and they're like 5-year exclusivity period, and then we're gonna use it for our own sets because we are a movie studio.
Mm-hmm.
I love how many times he said it's private property, as in if you drop your stuff, you can't get off the tram and get it. Like we own this place and we'll arrest you, which is And then so War of the Worlds. Then that was
the Psycho House.
Yeah, Norman Bates.
Did he come out?
Yeah, he came out.
Nice.
I like how as the tram rounds the corner, he's still watching it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool.
Sometimes it's just a cutout. Lame when it's a cutout, but when it's Norman Bates, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's weird just like seeing someone there. Right?
Yeah. Did you look up into the house?
Kimmy saw it before we got to that. She's like, "What's that in the window?"
Yeah.
I think it's an old lady in a rocking chair.
Yeah, it is.
And then got to Jupiter's Claim.
Nice. They did the little experience in there.
Dude, the sound is eerie though.
Yeah.
It's like, saw your inflatable. It's a large lad.
It is. You can see it from far.
Oh yeah. Like I saw it, I'm like, oh, it's coming. It's coming. And then because we were at the edge, I put the the wide angle camera and stuck my phone out, so it looked like I was standing there.
Yeah.
And then you could see him when you get to Fast and Furious.
Dude, that thing messed up my hands putting that thing up.
And then the very long Fast and Furious experience. I will give it to them for this. The last part when you're driving, it's convincing that you're driving. The effects are really bad. The CGI.
It looks like a PS2.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Because it's not old.
No.
It's not a good sequence.
It is,
but like
horrid.
You could hear how freaking hyped the kids are.
Yeah.
So kind of yeah. Bad finale.
When all the dubstep comes on.
Yeah, it's a weird finale.
Dude, honestly, I just have a good time now making fun of it, going on it. Like, there's this part where Vin Diesel, he's on the helicopter. Oh no! When after he gets back into his car and he clears it, music like stops and he just goes ride or die.
Yeah.
or when Letty's she's in the track. No, the picker upper thingy. What's it called?
Excavator?
The excavator. And she picks up Hobbs's car and puts it into the wall. She's like, eat asphalt.
Oh, yeah. The eat asphalt killed me. I'm like, no.
Yeah, but it's horrible. It's really bad.
Such a bad finale to such a good experience.
Yeah.
Like, Tram Tour, dude, we're looking at empty houses, and he's like, they filmed Desperate Housewives here. I'm like, yeah. You know, like, I've never watched that.
Wisteria Lane.
Yeah, I'm like, heck yeah, they did, you know? So, what would you end it on? Probably King Kong would be a better ending. Right?
King Kong would be better.
You know what? The earthquake should be the ending.
Yeah.
That would be the best ending.
Do you know what Fast and the Furious replaced?
No.
It was the ice cave room.
Oh, right.
Where you would spin. And then they made it into the Mummy.
That was bad.
Yeah, that was in the 70s when it first, came out. It was good, but toward the later years, it was pretty aged. There could be so many things that they can do better, though. So many things they can do better in that specific section. But the thing is,
what recent Universal thing would be good? I don't even know what Universal does anymore.
Honestly, Nope is a big thing.
You know what's going to happen, right?
Huh.
It might be a Minions thing.
See, and that's the thing about Universal property right now is, I mean, we'll talk about it later, but you said you wanted to talk about what they own and stuff.
Yeah, we'll bring that kind of stuff
Yeah.
up. But Tram Tour, it's why you go.
Yeah, literally.
Like Kimmy was like, oh, we could do it. I'm like, we need to do this.
Yeah.
Like, well, we need to do this too. But like when I'm like, let's do it now, so we feel that comfort of we did this.
It's unique too. Like I said, it's not in Orlando. It's not anywhere else. Disney copied it in Hollywood Studios for a while because they tried making their own studio there, and they ended up filming one movie, and that's it.
And then they had the Great Movie Ride, and then they got rid of it.
Yeah,
which is kind of a bummer. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Of course, it is long. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy how long that is.
It's the best bang for your buck in the park.
A couple cool standouts actually that I saw was seeing people working on the sets.
Yeah.
I've never actually seen, like, oh, they're filming. Nothing's ever, we're never filming when I'm there. Right. But there was like two dudes just like painting.
Yeah.
They were just painting. I'm like, that's cool. It's funny how decrepit everything is. You're like, how does this not show up? But it's like, there's usually the out of focus effect where you don't see anything.
Or blue screen behind it. Or I felt like one of those guys once I was working on the lot, because after we set up the inflatable, we were walking. Dude, like I've driven on the tram tour or on the tram route because of that inflatable. And I was coming out of the gate and a tram was coming by and they all looked at me and they were like, I don't know, waving at me like crazy. And I was like,
that's gotta be a cool feeling.
It was a cool feeling. Yeah.
Oh my God, a human man. Yeah. Yeah. So tram tour is like, that's why you go to Universal for sure. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. So after the tram tour, I think we were kind of like in between things. So we're like, okay, let's just go on Despicable Me. It had the short wait, and we were gonna do like shows and Grinchmas tree and
Waterworld
and Secret Life.
Oh, okay.
But Secret Life was like 75.
Did you get a virtual queue?
I didn't realize. I felt like someone going to Disneyland right now.
Oh,
you don't even realize. By the time you click on it, it's gone.
Yeah,
and the instructions are also very bad.
Yeah,
Disneyland, it's like join the virtual queue. And there's a button and you join it. Here it's like, you're on the virtual queue page and it's like, click on the other tab to see which rides you. Why don't you just give me the button?
Yeah.
But anyways, go to Despicable Me. There was like no wait for it. It was like 10 minutes.
Nice.
So the first room is cool. Smells like a hotel. And then you go to the second room that vibrates and stuff. Very good.
Banana smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was solid. And then you go into worse Back to the Future Simpsons.
It's horrid.
I could not believe. I was so confused.
Yeah.
I was like, I could see the screen.
You can see all the other vehicles next to you.
Yeah, it was. I was so confused that I was kind of like, what's going on? And they sent me a survey.
And you took it?
Oh, yeah. I was like, Despicable Me is not. And then it was like a trick question. Is this the quality you expect from Universal? And I'm like, yes, but not in a good way. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it was cool. That could have been cool.
I think that ride might have been a turning point for a lot of Universal like projects because it got that and Fast and the Furious got so much backlash.
Which Fast and the Furious?
The tram one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well also the regular one in Orlando. But that they started doing things like pets.
Yeah, the Despicable Me thing was like embarrassing. And what's funny, what I did give it a great review, the story was great.
Yeah.
It's actually a good story.
Yeah.
Like, man, we're just in a movie theater moving chairs. Like, that's rough. Like,
did you do Kung Fu Panda?
No.
Okay. That's better than Despicable Me. And it's literally a movie theater with moving chairs.
Yeah, I thought about it, but we actually did run out of time.
Yeah.
So.
The Shrek one was better, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard they're replacing the Shrek thing with something
in Orlando?
Yeah, what is it?
Minions.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I wrote in my notes here, what the hell is this ride?
Yeah.
So then, the French area is very cool. Kind of random. Just like the eating area.
Yeah, it's like remnants of the past. Yeah, because that area over there used to not be, Despicable Me. It was just more part of like another part of the studio, that's where T2 used to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like I realized the little boardwalk from Despicable Me was like the exit with the gift shop and all that. So that was
the water area for the kids.
Yeah. Freezing. So then, unless I'm forgetting something, we went to the Grinchmas tree lighting ceremony, which was full.
Wow.
So we stood at like that entrance. And yeah, this was 5:30.
Yeah.
Now. So we wanted to meet Max earlier. There was like a 40-minute wait.
I've never done it.
Yeah. Because Kim was like, I want to meet Max. Like, how cute. Well, yeah, that is cute. But, dude, the Grinch line was crazy.
Yeah.
So, even though the Grinch was, like, at the exit of the tram tour, too.
Oh, really?
Like, he was just there, and there's, like, 5 people in line, but, like, we had places to be.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he was just there. Let people, whatever. But
I've seen him go through the line. Like, while you're waiting in line, and he'll mess with people. It's cool.
The tree lighting ceremony was cool. I didn't realize the tree didn't always look like this. It started like 2019.
Yeah, it's recent.
And there are more lights than you think. It was fun. It was cool.
It's a cool looking tree.
Long show.
Yeah.
But it was cute. I'm glad we saw that.
The mayor comes out, right?
Yeah. It was cool. It was very cool. Saw some people being rude to each other next to us. Whatever. That's everywhere. And then we were going to do the Animal Actors Show. It's going away in January 8th. Forever.
Yeah, I know.
Why?
They're replacing it with a coaster.
Oh.
I don't know if it's announced.
Huh. You know something?
Yeah. Whatever. It's Fast and the Furious coaster that's coming out. I think it was announced. But it it's kind of needed, I feel.
Is it like a pocket coaster?
I think it's going to be more of a Dueling Dragons kind of thing. I don't know how that's going to fit there. I don't know if it's going to like
theater's pretty big.
Yeah,
it probably has a huge backstage.
Oh, you know why? Because the special effects thing is going away too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is that the backdraft thing?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that. We didn't get a chance to do it.
It used to be backdraft. Now it's special effects show. It's cool. It shows how special effects are done in the movies. But
oh, okay. So they're getting rid of all that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm like, you know what? Let's run in and get a frozen butterbeer right now. Just in case we don't come back. Because we walked in there. Oh, I went to see it at night. And it said, oh, we're doing the show at 6:30 too.
Oh, okay.
So we're like, okay. Park closed at 7, guys.
Yeah.
So grab the frozen butterbeer. and it was amazing.
You liked it?
Yeah, and Kimmy's first sip, she's like, "Oh, that's weird." I'm like, "No. Like, sip it out of the cup with the foam, like little foam, little frozen." It was great.
Out of the 3, top one.
I feel like I got to do the end.
Okay.
The final, the frozen, the butter beer
beer ranking.
Yeah. Okay. So got that, and then went to, and like Kimmy like drank half of that thing. Like all the other ones, she kind of took a few sips of. She liked this one.
Nice.
And so took that to the Animal Actors show. This show was amazing.
Yeah, it was a great show.
Dude, I think it was like top 3, one of the highlights of my day.
Really?
It was so cute. It was so, and I'm not a pet guy.
Yeah.
I'm not an animal guy, but it was very funny. It was cheesy, but they knew it was. It was like a self-aware thing. The dogs were really silly.
Very interactive. Like with the birds coming into the crowd.
Yeah. They, picked the dollar out of someone and all that kind of stuff. And like dogs not cooperating sometimes is also funny.
Yeah.
Learned about the mark thing. Like I learned a couple things too. I learned that most of those animals are rescues.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like they're in captivity or whatever. It's like, yeah, we're putting them to work, which is a little weird too. But it's like, we didn't like go buy these dogs and breed them for this. It's like, yeah, it gave them a life. And it was very funny. Seeing a raccoon run across the stage is great. Pull the little lever. But yeah, I'm so glad we saw that, especially because it's going to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Kimmy really wanted to. So this is where it came down to, she wanted to see Waterworld before. And, but we would not, well, we wouldn't have been able to do Despicable Me. Oh no, right?
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have been able to see the lighting ceremony either. But we were both like, we've both seen Waterworld and we know it's great, but it's like, we got to pick one. And it came down to, I'm like, I know you want to see the Animal Actor show, and I feel like I would rather see that.
Because you had never seen it, right?
Yeah. I'm like, I'd rather see something that's going away. And, well, I'm not an animal person. I think they're cute and funny. So it's like, yeah, let's go see that. That'll be fun and different, too.
Nice.
Because you're not going to see that everywhere. Yeah. And they're never going to get rid of Waterworld.
That stage is too elaborate, like.
And it fills up, right?
Every time.
Yeah. I know it's like, oh, you never say never. It's like, no, it draws people in. Why would they? Yeah. And if you would do the same thing forever as a theme park and it works, why would you change it? Yeah. It's just easy. So, I'll see that in 10 years. So Animal Actor show was great. So then we rushed over. Dude, we had 5 minutes to the Hogwarts show. Got there. Everyone's phones were out. So that's when I looked up at the castle. I'm like, this looks like a big castle. Like, I'm convinced that that's Hogwarts. So, and they project the little snow onto the cliffs or whatever. And they look more like cliffs, right? Although it's funny when you're at the tram tour and you look up and it's just like huge show building. And Hogwarts is like, it's huge up there. Yeah. So watch a little show. It was like really cool projection stuff. They just shot off fireworks twice, and it's just the straight ones that go behind like Sleeping Beauty's castle. Like they just go, they don't explode. They just go up and disappear.
Yeah, I'm sure everything's too close in that area, so they can't really do a lot of that stuff.
So that was really cool. And so we saw that. That was great. And then we went to Secret Life of Pets because the park was closing in like 30 minutes or something.
Yeah. Might as well.
It said 55 minutes. I think we only waited 35 to 40.
Okay.
Long wait. So the queue is very interesting. It's very well themed. It's too wide where you don't feel like you're in line, but then people don't act like they're in line either. Yeah. So everyone's kind of wandering and you're kind of like, come on. It's very messy, but I will say like, this is the way to do a queue because everything is themed. There's no like we ran out of money room. There's some screens behind windows.
Did you open the mail?
Oh yeah. The doors are very nice.
Very vertical.
What?
Like you go up a lot.
Oh yeah. There's a staircase, which was surprising. There is, different little bedrooms and the kitchen with the wiener dog whose face scares me a little bit, but it is cute. Yeah. Very funny, very cool, very well themed. New way to do a queue. I think Universal on the whole, pretty good queues. Even the Transformers queue is pretty good. It's themed all the way through.
Yeah,
we just had to, we ran through it. Despicable Me. It's like, all the outdoor stuff. It's like, you can't really, even Disney, when you're outside, you're in a chain, whatever. But like once you're inside, a lot of these pretty good. And so the ride. Oh, right. Before that, I want to give a shout out to the parents in front of me. They let the kids roam a little bit, play around. And then like, when the kid crossed the line, not physically, because like they wouldn't let them climb over the thing. Although I did hear like someone in front, like the kids tried to go over the rail into the bed, and like, don't do that. There are no employees in the line.
No, there's no.
Yeah. So the kids would like act up too much, or we had to move. The dad and even the mom would just silently walk up to the child, pick it up, and like move them forward. And the kid would complain, wouldn't even say anything. The dad would be smiling or like, we're going to go to this thing. But like, it wasn't like, stop doing that, whatever. There's this whole gentle parenting thing, right? And I'm not a parent, so I don't know, right? But, it's like this, we shouldn't do that. And the kid just like beating someone up. It's like, this seemed like the good middle ground of gentle parenting, because it also seemed like gentle parenting. It's like, the kid's acting up. Very calmly would just lift the child. Not grab the child, not yank or pull. Just would, the kid's playing with the bricks or whatever, and they would say, come here, and the kid wouldn't. And he would just very gingerly put his arms under the armpits, pull the child, and then plop him down in front of him. And then they'd move forward. I was like, dude.
That's how you do it.
And that guy had like this composure. Mm-hmm. And you could see him getting frustrated, didn't come out. And he was like a, big dude, shaved head, whatever. But he was just like, this will not get the better of me. I am the adult. I will not throw a tantrum.
That's cool.
I'm just going to pick up the kid and move the kid. And the kid started crying. They were kind of like, hey, yeah. See, I don't know what their lives are like, but they seem like good parents. I want to give them props.
Yeah.
So the ride. There's no reason the ride vehicles need to be that small.
None.
I will, there is a limit to like, this, other rides like, this doesn't fit larger people. It's like, listen, at some point, like you got to put a limit on the ride, right? And I'm sorry, but like, a lot of us are overweight. That's fine. It is what it is. But like, there's a limit to that too, right? This ride is the Haunted Mansion. I'm like,
probably even a little slower.
You are boxed in, and the big lap bar like Tatsu comes down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Nothing.
Yeah.
It is a slow moving, rotating ride. I don't know why we're restrained. Is it for the stupid effects? But
I feel like some inspector was out to get Universal on these ride vehicles, because there is no reason that needs to be as confined as it is.
There's a huge gap between you and the effects too. Yeah. The vehicles are just tiny.
Yeah.
And I was like, I fit fine, but I'm like, a tall person could just be like
too big.
Yeah. Like someone who's like in shape and could, throw me is just like, no, he's not going to fit.
Yeah.
What was interesting, we strapped in and they're like, does everyone feel good? Like they asked that. And dude, there's like ride vehicles like all over the place for you to test. Mm. And I was like, I saw some like big people get turned away, but they weren't like, big, like, oh my God, he's going to die tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to be so crass, but like just a bigger person. Some people are just big people, and it's just like, it's crazy. Yeah. Like,
there's no reason.
Yeah. The Mummy, it's like they really have to strap you into that thing because you're going forward and back.
But I feel like you have more room in the Mummy.
Yeah. Yeah. Mummies, although what's up with the shaped seats all over the place?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's weird.
Yeah. But they have that in the Ratatouille ride in Epcot.
They're getting rid of it.
They're getting rid of it.
Because Americans are larger than Europeans.
Yes.
And yeah, I get it. They carbon copied it, whatever. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the Mummy, some of it makes sense. It's kind of like Goofy Sky School. You got to strap people in, whatever. But with Secret Life of Pets, I was like, why?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It's such a tiny vehicle in a huge show building and everything. And you're strapped in like you're going to fall out.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Weird.
So that... I feel for the people. I feel like a lot of people just don't fit in that ride.
100%.
Yeah. So very strange. However, very nice ride. Mm-hmm. Very good dark. It's a dark ride. Mm-hmm. And the effects could be better. The screen thing. Mm. Like.
Which screen thing?
When you're the pet.
Oh, okay.
It like you don't move at all. And it's very.
Connectimals.
No, Connectimals are way better. This was very glitchy. I feel like this was like a single camera.
Oh, okay.
Like this was like the 3DS because it had the stickers on the front of the ride vehicles. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
The QR markers. But yeah, if you're wondering what that is, it's like they're very simple QR codes because there's only so many vehicles. It's, hey, this QR code is this animal throughout the whole ride. And also it tracks it kind of like a motion capture.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very rough, but it was very cute. you know, when they blow the air at you, whatever. Very cute ride. I really liked it. Lots to look at, like very well done. Finally moving forward, you spin around a little bit. So it was a good ride. The vehicle thing was just very odd to me.
Yeah.
It just didn't make sense. But I am very glad that we did end up getting on this because, like, oh, maybe we won't get it. I'm like, no, let's just wait in the line at the end and we'll do it. And
It's a long ride too.
Yeah.
In comparison to most dark rides out there.
Yeah. So it was good. I liked it. Long wait, whatever. We were just tired at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know? So that was it. It's like raining. Walked out, saw the mystery machine, took a little picture with that. And just a couple random notes before we get to what we did. How many Starbucks are there, man? Every corner there's a Starbucks. A Starbucks lower lot, upper lot, main area.
The Starbucks lower lot.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, Starbucks and the big Starbucks in the entrance. And then the Starbucks that's in City Walk just reopened. I think it took the place of Carl Strauss. But
why?
I don't know. But it used to be by the AMC.
Pretty sure there are 2 Starbucks in City Walk. I don't know.
No, I think it was just one.
But
there used to be
Starbucks everywhere, it felt like.
Yeah.
Which is funny. I think, yeah, we'll end that there. But yeah, we walked out. It was cool. It was chill. You know, it didn't feel like we were getting kicked out or anything. But it empties out real quick.
Yeah, it does.
And so we ate. We were starving because we didn't have time to eat again. And the first thing we saw was chicken.
Oh, you went to the chicken place?
So I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's just chicken sandwich, chicken tenders, easy peasy. Like, we're not going to need a Taco Bell, KFC, NBC Sports, no thanks.
No.
We don't need to do Buca de Beppo right now. Like, we don't want to sit down and wait. So I got a sandwich, and Kimmy got the, like, children's sliders, but it came with, like, a full thing of fries. I don't even know if they have drinks there. Very odd, but it was really good.
Nice. I haven't been.
Dude, I had, like, 3 stars, and people were like, It was pretty good. We were also starving, but, like, you know, it's... Chick-fil-A is a unique thing, so let's leave that out. But I'd say it's better than any fast food chicken you're going to get.
Okay, that's good.
And it's like a fresh fried. You know, it's not like the biggest chicken breast or anything, but it was good. It was filling.
That place used to be the butterbeer place. During the pandemic, the way that they had people go to City Walk was with the butterbeer stand.
Smart.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Kimmy got the little sliders with like buttered. The buns are just buttered, so she put ketchup on it. Here's my thing. It had like a special sauce. I know you don't like mayo, but you understand the chicken sandwich mayo thing, right? You guys don't need to get creative. Just put mayo in the chicken sandwich or offer some other stuff. Like they had an Asian slaw thing and a Nashville and then the tendies with like plain or mild, hot, whatever. But like these weird special sauces now, they're not that good.
It's always the beige, like the pinkish ones.
Yeah, but this wasn't. It was like Thousand Island with like a kick to it. I'm like, come on, just give me mayo.
Yeah.
But we had like a little cup of ranch, so I just used some of the ranch on there. Fries are decent, whatever. It was a good little meal. It felt good that you just eat like hot, crunchy food at the end of the day. So we were like, okay, we got to go to Voodoo Donuts. Overrated. It's not that good.
Yeah, I've had it once.
It honestly wasn't that good.
Yeah.
We got 2 Bavarian cream things. One was chocolate, one was maple. Chocolate did not have much flavor. They were the raised donuts, not cake. A little sour. You know, like that sour donut flavor, which I didn't expect. And they're baking them all day. It's not like they baked them in the morning. Like we had to wait for one. They were icing one of them for us.
Oh, wow.
And too much cream inside. And it said Bavarian cream. It was like custard. Bavarian cream is supposed to be like the fluffy, like fake white looking stuff, right? Yeah. It was overrated.
Oh,
like totally not expensive at all. Very reasonably priced for like one of those types of places.
I've only ever got the one with the pretzel.
Oh, I don't even.
Yeah, it's like the logo.
Oh, that's the thing. Yeah. That was sold out. But Randy's Donuts is better.
Yeah,
it pains me to say that.
The donut man's my jam.
But yeah, the Voodoo overrated. Not a long wait. So we were eating, and then I go back inside because like Kimmy ate half, and she's like, "I'm gonna take half home," because we're like, "Oh, we don't need a bag. We don't need a bag." So I go to get a bag, and this dude's Apple Pay kept declining, and he's like, "It's $7. Like, there's no way it's declining." Kimmy's debit card declined on Apple Pay earlier. And I wonder if that's a thing. Because then she just took out her card and put the card in and it was fine.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so I think they have a weird Apple Pay issue.
Yeah.
I think it happened to me and I had to switch it once. It didn't go through and I just put the chip in. So this guy kept declining and I offered to pay for him. He's like, oh, you know, I'm like, dude, it's $7. Like, it's fine. Like, you know, and I think he was a little drunk. He's like a kid.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, dude, no, here, let me Venmo you. What's your number? Like 562. I'm like, it's not 562, buddy. Like, you know, it's like this funny. And then he's like, no. And like everyone's watching, laughing, right? And I'm like, dude, it's $7. Like next time you see this happen to someone, you buy their donuts or whatever, right? And then I go out and eat. And then he comes back, oh, take a donut, please. I'm like, dude, I would, but I'm going to die. I ate, like, he's like, oh, please take it. I'm like, dude, go give it he's like, you give it to someone. I'm like, I'm not going to hold a donut in my hand and say, you want this?
Yeah.
And then at some point, he like just gave me a hug and was like, oh, thanks, man. I'm like, dude, Merry Christmas. Like, just, he was cool. It was funny, like, sweet kid. I'm like, dude, it's fine. Like, it's $7. It didn't, you know, you pay it forward, right? Like, I didn't do it because of this, but when you do stuff like good comes to you too, you know? So it's like, it was fine, but it was just really funny. But yeah, saw a little mini rave out by AMC.
Yeah. On the screen.
Yeah. So are there water stations anywhere?
Yes.
Where?
I can't tell you off the top of my head. But I've refilled water there.
I definitely needed a water refill at some point. And it's not like, I feel like there aren't many real places to eat in the park. Like, you know, Disney, you just walk anywhere. Like, can I get a cup of water? Like, there isn't that.
There are. I think there's a lot more.
Like maybe like Panda, but where?
No, just like Simpsons by itself, or the Simpsons area has Cletus's, Moe's.
Oh yeah, Simpsons area is odd.
Yeah, the Italian pizza place, the hot dog place. There's like 5 or so.
But yeah, there's no obvious like water refill.
No. I don't know where it's at, but I
know that's new at Disney. It's not like Disney has had it forever. But yeah, I definitely needed some more water throughout the day. Like I bought a water at Voodoo. Okay. Weird feeling about Universal. You feel like you're in Cloud City. Like there's no mountains in the distance. It's just sky. Because you are on the mountain that is in the distance. It's an odd feeling. Like
you're tippity top of the area.
You feel like you're up top the whole time. So it's very weird to just look out and see sky. So I think that takes away from some immersion. So
good views though. When you're going down.
Oh yeah.
To the lower level. Yeah.
So Universal's theme is that it's a movie studio. It's very frantic. It's a little cramped, which I get. It's small, but it's very like a hodgepodge mishmash of like everything. And I think that was lost on me a little bit for a while because while that is a theme, it kind of isn't. It's not a cohesive theme. It's like we used to do this talent show in summer camp, right? But the talent show was a long skit. So we'd write a story and whatever, right? And there was always one team whose talent show would be this meta talent show where they were doing a talent show inside of the talent show. And all that meant was you couldn't come up with a story. So you just did a bunch of skits and then someone was the camp director. It's like, oh, welcome to the talent show inside the talent show. You know, like that's what Universal feels like with that theme. It's like, oh, movie studio theme. It's like, well, it's not a theme. You just don't have a theme. So, you know, what helped was when characters would walk around because when they're out of place, it adds to that theme. Like when Scooby-Doo or like when Shaggy's walking through The Simpsons, you're kind of like, he's in a movie studio. There's Shaggy.
Yeah,
you know?
it's so random.
Yeah.
Some of the characters.
And it works. But then when there's no characters, you just kind of like, oh, there's Simpsons and then Harry Potter's right there and then some animal show. It's like, you know, when you...
Yeah, you can stand in one spot and see all 3 of those.
Yeah. And as immersive as Harry Potter is, like you could see other things.
There's no transitioning.
Oh, no.
Between anything.
Not at all. You're just like, oh, you're here now.
Yeah.
And that works for some people.
Except in Super Mario World, there is a transition.
Yeah, the pipe.
So,
yeah. But that was a little too much for me.
Yeah.
And I don't get overwhelmed. It's just like, you're kind of like the spinning eyes emoji the whole time. I'm like, whoa, like what's
going on?
I have no, and Gene, he was like, oh, dude, I have a pass. Let's go. I'm like, dude, I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, why don't you like it? Is it the layout? Like he knew right away.
Yeah.
The layout. The layout is props that it's not a hub and spoke, but also it's just like very just.
It's straight.
No, but it's like there's just random buildings of like, oh, this is here's a different street, whatever. And I will give it to Hogsmeade. Right. So we did go to the stores at night, like right after the show or something. Really cool. You know, they got the owls and then
I really like
candy.
the twin store.
Which one was that?
Fred and George's, the candy store.
Is it the candy store? I thought they have like the.
It's a candy mixed with prank store.
Yeah. Wow, what's it called? Honeydukes.
Yeah, Honeydukes.
Yeah, that's the best one. The store with the cloaks and everything is very cool. A lot of people just taking pictures of things, just standing in doorways. I'm like, come on. A lot of tourists this time of year, or probably just all the time because they're coming
all the time.
Because they're coming to LA.
Yeah, all the time.
Anaheim. When you're being a tourist in California, you're going to Universal. When you're being a Disneyland tourist, you're being a Disneyland tourist. Like the people who go to Disneyland, they just kind of go to Disneyland and maybe they drive to LA or something, but they're not also going to Universal most of the time. Right. So yeah, a lot of just crazy tourists. It is what it is. But yeah, I think it's just like, I don't really care about movies and movie making. So the Universal studio thing is mostly lost on me, especially pretending to be a studio. The bottom, you know, it is a studio, the tram tour, that stuff's cool because it's real behind the scenes. Kind of like the Warner Brothers tour, which also cracked me up. We're one of the few places that has an actual wilderness in our studio. I'm like, Warner Brothers is right there, man. Yeah. Like, I've seen it.
You can literally see it.
And they say the same thing there. But yeah, so overall, I had a good time.
Good.
But it is not the type of place like, oh, I'm going to go hang out at Universal. Like, it doesn't, with Disneyland, okay. Universal is like the Nickelodeon fighter, where everything is just there, right? But Disneyland, ironically, is Super Smash.
That's a good comparison.
Everything looks like it belongs at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
Adventureland, Frontierland, New Orleans Square are wildly different places.
Yeah.
But they look like the same person designed them all. Even Fantasyland. Right. There is something to it that looks cohesive.
You'll get your occasional snake, you know, like snake, solid snake, where it doesn't look like it belongs.
Yeah, he's the only one maybe.
But it somehow still works.
Yeah. Like Sora showed up and he shook hands with Mario and you're like, yeah, they're in the same game.
Yeah.
You know, so that's Disney versus Universal. I totally get why people like Universal. I know a lot of it is like you get a pass for $180 or something. You go for the whole year, right? And Harry Potter is not, I think it's not big enough to be immersive in our park. Like, I feel like if I went to Diagon Alley plus Hogsmeade, like I'd lose it. Like I'd love it.
You got to remember that's in 2 parks.
Wait.
They paywall it.
What do you mean?
There's Universal Studios, Orlando, and Islands of Adventure.
No, I know.
But you have to buy a park hopper to hit both.
Oh, wait, Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade, you can't. They're in separate parks?
They're in separate parks.
That's annoying. See, you're not. I know you get on the train.
You get on the train, but you need the park hopper. If you don't get the park hopper,
that's fine. Yeah. But I'm like, Galaxy's Edge is not really. It's not better than Hogsmeade in terms of theming, but it also kind of is because you feel like you're in a different place. Hogsmeade, you feel like you're in the Hogsmeade part of Universal Studios.
Yeah.
Galaxy's Edge, as bland as it is, you're like, I'm in Galaxy's Edge.
It's weird because Galaxy's Edge feels so much bigger.
It does. It feels huge because it's got the scale.
Yeah.
Where Hogwarts is like off there.
Yeah.
But then like when you go up to the Millennium Falcons, like the spires are right there.
Yeah.
Galaxy's Edge is bigger.
I think
because it has that whole other.
It
has the old outpost area. It's not as good. Like, dude, those stores in the Hogsmeade, top notch.
Yeah.
Like easily, crazy good. But I think that's like the different. Like, I didn't feel like I was in Harry Potter. I don't know why, and I wanted to so bad because I love Harry. I don't know about now. I haven't had any contact with Harry Potter in a while, but I'm excited for the game. But like back in the day, when I was in my peak of Harry Potter, way more into that than I ever was in the Star Wars.
Wow.
Because
how old are you?
Like I read the first one in 2nd grade.
Okay, so elementary.
So like I had the lunchbox, I had the backpack, the movies were coming out. I was Harry Potter for Halloween twice. Like I was all into it. And Like I had the original Fantastic Beasts, which was I had the actual book,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't know what happened to it. So, you know, like I wish I could play Quidditch. You know, like that's how into it I was.
Right.
More than I ever wanted a lightsaber.
I think they're making a third area of Harry Potter in Universal Orlando. I don't know what that area is, but I think it's a third area is confirmed.
Maybe like Ministry of Magic or something.
Oh, you're right. That's what it is.
That was a guess. I had no idea.
You're 100% right.
What else would it be? That's awesome.
That's for sure.
Yeah. So I'd be down for that, you know. And that's I think that's what was like saddened me a little bit. And also like admittedly, I'm like a little depressy right now, so whatever. But it was so good, but there was the emotional grabbing of my heart was not there. I don't know why that was. So I could really appreciate it. And it was beautifully themed, all the windows, everything. Yeah. But it fell off, and it might honestly just be the people who were there, not the cast members or whatever they're called, like just the people who were there.
People, yeah.
Yeah, like people aren't really like that in Galaxy's Edge. There's more room in Galaxy's Edge too.
There's a lot more.
So I think that's part of it. And I get it. Universal is small. That's what they have to deal with.
Yeah.
But a lot of motion sims, I needed to move forward a little more. I am happy I went, and I had a great time. I had a memorable time with Kimmy too. Okay. It's something we've both done separately. She's done it more recently than I have, but it's not like a common thing. So it was kind of like we did this new thing. Like even the feeling of walking in the city walk was fun. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, we never come here. We're looking around, you know? It's like, it felt like we were on like a trip, even though like we drove there and drove back, you know?
Right.
So that was cool. And I had a good time, but Universal's very different from Disneyland. And Disneyland does feel like going to the park. Right. Like going to like the park with the grass that you play baseball in. And Universal's very like, this is a destination. Right. Which, you know, it's fine.
I'm glad you chose the things to skip that you skipped.
Yeah, that's the thing. We kind of like took inventory at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. There's nothing we're disappointed that we skipped at all.
Yeah. Simpsons is an easy skip and a waste of time.
I loved the Back to the Future ride.
Me too. But Simpsons is a waste.
They used to have single rider, Kimmy said. I would have done that.
Yeah.
Because whatever, I would have walked on the Simpsons and done that for 20 minutes. Like, that's fine. So I'm fine with skipping that. I'm fine with skipping all the Simpsons food. Yeah. As much as like I wanted to eat at Jurassic Cafe, there was no time. I'm like, whatever, it's fine. Yeah. It's good food, but I could get that food, right? Jurassic World, I didn't skip it. It wasn't there. Oh well.
And Waterworld.
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah.
The fact that I've done it is why I didn't feel bad skipping it, because I'm like, I know how great this is. Right. And I enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it many times.
Right.
And yeah, the special effects, I've seen the special effects. I'm glad I saw the animal show instead. And what rides? Kung Fu Panda, whatever. Yeah. I don't have any attachment to Kung Fu Panda. Sure. So yeah, I had a good time. And I didn't care to meet characters and stuff. Best roaming character, Dracula.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I like Beetlejuice.
Like, is this the line for the blood drive? I'm getting thirsty. Yeah. So had a good time. I had a memorable time. I'll be back in like another 10 years, probably.
I'm glad you went.
I don't care to see Nintendo World.
Mm-hmm. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
It just, it's missing something.
I think there's something about Nintendo World too that we kind of missed the mark on it. I feel like if we were 5 years older, Mario would mean more to us.
Yeah. Nintendo is not, I didn't grow up a Nintendo kid. I grew up a Game Boy kid. I never had the Switch is my first Nintendo console. I didn't even have a 3DS or a DS. I had a Game Boy Color, Advance, and an Advance SP. That is the extent of my Nintendo. Everything else, friends' houses.
I had N64, GameCube.
Yeah.
I'm a Nintendo guy.
So I'm more of a Pokemon kid.
Yeah. Especially
but I'm not anymore at all.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, Mario's cool. Super Mario Odyssey, like even like 10 minutes into that game, I noticed myself smiling.
Yeah.
I love that game.
Me too.
But, you know, I'm more into like, I don't think I've ever even really beat a Zelda game. Barely even played one. Wow. I've played Seasons and Ages on Game Boy Color.
Oh, wow.
Those are good games though.
Yeah.
But I almost feel like more attracted to Zelda than Mario or Yoshi, Bowser.
There's talk about a Zelda park.
Yeah.
Or a Zelda portion of Orlando.
Yeah. So, you know, not really. And a lot of this, okay, there's a little bit of Universal jank in Nintendo World. Like you could see the LEDs on top of the clouds in that queue, even in Japan and here. Like even the tube looks like the railings are just regular railings. Like
there's a jank.
Universal, like it's so weird how well they nailed Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And then it's like everything. I am not like this crazy Disney person, but Disney gets it a little more.
I feel like there was more. Somebody was breathing down their neck with Harry Potter.
J.K. Rowling, probably.
J.K. Rowling was like, no, you're not doing this. Yes, you're doing this. No, you're not doing this. When the Universal, engineers, whatever they're called, they came from Disney, so they already think that they're like hotshots already at Universal. So they're like, what we think is going to be the best. Right? We worked at Disney. Usually is how, from my understanding, it goes. But when an outside source is overlooking it, I feel like there's more, when you fight about stuff, it will elevate things.
Yeah. And Mario, I don't know.
We'll see.
What's his face is old.
Miyamoto?
Miyamoto. Yeah. But yeah, had a good time. So last couple, this ended up being very long.
Yeah.
So the app, man, we should never complain about the Disney app again. This app, there's nothing to it. It looks like a website.
Yeah.
The tickets are hard to get to. Even harder to get to than Disney.
They just added the passes into the app. You had to have the paper pass.
There's nothing in the app. The menus take you to a web page. You can't mobile order. The virtual line doesn't make any sense. The map is not good at all.
Yeah.
The map is bad. The Disney map is great. The wait times is only good because there are only 11 wait times. So it's very easy to see. And it says like 15 minutes or less. I will say wait time, I didn't use it, but wait time alert is a great feature that Disney needs.
Yeah.
But the app is not good at all. Sorry. Whatever. And Butterbeer ranking. I basically tried them in the order of least best to best.
Okay.
So least best is cold. Second best is hot, but the absolute best is frozen.
Okay. That's fair.
I like the cold one, but it was like none of them were bad. It's not the worst. It's third best. It was very good. The hot one was good, but I don't know if I'd ever get the hot one again.
Yeah.
But if like people, how people like will just use their Universal Pass to go get butterbeer, I'd go get the frozen one if I was like one of those people who lived in Hollywood,
Right.
So easy. Yeah. Frozen one. It's great. I think Ozzy said frozen's the best.
I like hot more, but other than that.
You like hot more because you love those Starbucks drinks.
I do.
I got over the Starbucks drinks because I used to be really into them. Like I don't even look for them anymore. I really like dark coffee though.
Yeah.
Like that's my jam. So yeah, hot one was good, surprise, but the frozen one, I couldn't believe how different it tasted too.
Nice.
Very good. So had a good time. Thank you, Kimmy, for making me go. And a long time ago you sent me the money for it. So
yeah.
So in a way you paid for it, but I spent that money a long time ago. But thank you for that. Was it my birthday this year?
Or Christmas? I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, but thank you, Rain. And thank you all for listening and caring about this. So now we're going to record the episode that hopefully you already listened to on Wednesday.
And we'll see you next time.
See you real soon. Bye.